February 1st, 2023. It's Wednesday. Dad's 56th birthday. Today was day one of your 57th year, but 56 was celebrated today. Or for his sake, I think we were saying 46 all day.
Well, we started the day at maybe 5:30.
Yeah, the tortilla factory gets a little loud.
They played some music for us.
They played some music. We heard
Rihanna.
Eminem, Rihanna. Some millennial or Gen Zer definitely had the aux cord this morning. And then went and got some breakfast downstairs that Grandma had made for us.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
And then pretty much we immediately, after breakfast, got up and went to we were supposed to go to a volleyball tournament and take a bunch of kids from the church school to the civic center or rec center, and ended up going to the market first to get some
Black Ricardo.
Without pepper, which was the most speed easy task this morning. That was amazing.
Yeah.
First guy, and he's like, well, I only have the one without pepper. And we're like, okay, that's the one we want. And then we went to the civic center and into the volleyball tournament. No idea what we're walking into.
We're the last team in the first round. So we watched a lot of volleyball before the school even played.
And it was the type of volleyball that was, I mean, yay that the kids are trying a new sport, and it's good that they're being active and stuff, but the way to win the game was just getting the ball over the net. Yes. So it's a little painful after a little bit. Got very loud. There were several points where we looked at each other and went, tone it down. This is a 11-year-old girl league. Not that kids shouldn't be excited, but
maybe not that excited.
It was like,
I mean, be excited. But
when the opposing team would fail to get it over the net. So it's like you're clapping for somebody else's faults.
I really hope that sound got in.
Yeah, I hope you heard the sneeze from the neighbor. So yeah, we did that from probably 9 a.m. until probably 11:30. And then around 11:30, some of the kids left to go back to school to get food. Then we went home, and Grandma had made a nice birthday dinner for Dad, and it was chimole. That was delicious. Black soup, buttload of tortillas. I think I had 20 myself. I don't know what everybody else had. And then we went back to the Civic Center and finished out the tournament, and that got extremely loud. Jordan just gave me one of those looks of oh my gosh.
Nazarene.
Yeah. It was entertaining just watching the kids. The boys definitely had a fun time skipping out on class for a day.
There was a lot of tears.
It was some
at the end.
sad volleyball, but
It was.
yeah, there were some tears at the end because my team didn't win. And really what that meant was my team, not one player could get it over the net successfully. The whole 3 weeks of training for this tournament should have just been serve. Get every girl to serve consistently. Yeah. Forget everything else, because everything else didn't matter, because the return rate on a serve was something like 10 to 15%, if that. So the game, the rec center part ended. The tournament was over. The Nazarene team got fourth out of sixth maybe. From there we went back home for a little bit, and Dad and Grandpa took a bunch of the kids back to the school. Then we were chilling here for a little bit, got a nice little 15-minute siesta, and then we walked with Grandpa to the bakery and proceeded to buy basically 3 of everything. Just getting our bakery fix. Why not? And then we were just out walking. Went down by the water for another half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Jordan got pictures of some birds, and at this point, I'm just going to let you take this and talk about your bird picture capturing experience.
So Grandpa and I were talking for a little while about birds and, behavior as one does. And I saw a bird that I thought maybe I had never seen before. So I got kind of excited. And there were some people over in that area, so I didn't want to be like creepy guy taking pictures of you.
Right.
But, I tried to make it evident that I'm looking at this bird, which is also probably still weird, but that's fine. So I'm taking pictures of this little tiny bird that's hopping around, and it's very windy down by the water, so he was kind of not flying well.
Right.
And I snapped a couple pictures, and I'm kind of trying to figure it out. And Grandpa was watching me, and he was looking at the bird too. And then out of nowhere, this big old black bird comes over and just lands right next to this bird and starts pecking at it, which is strange behavior. And then he grabs it in his beak and kind of, pecks it, and then he takes off and flies 2, 3, 4 feet, lands again, and just starts pecking the crap out of this thing. Grandpa and I are sitting here watching this little tiny bird, this little dove of some kind, get murdered by a big black bird. And so we're like, what is happening here? So I kind of run over, and the big bird drops it and flies away, and then comes back and grabs it and then flies away. So then we all went over and investigated, and sure enough, there was just a dead dove.
Dead dove.
Right.
Poor bird
right there
took
on
a
the side of the
serious
road.
whack.
So, yeah, we saw our first murder here in Corozal today.
Which wasn't a flock of crows.
No, it was
a legitimate murder.
Yeah, so that was very exciting.
It was
I don't
messed
think
up.
I think I'm confident in saying none of us has ever seen that before. That was a new experience.
I didn't
for
know
everyone.
birds really killed other birds, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Well, good news is it's documented.
It's
I've got
documented.
pictures
That's
of.
walked back home after promptly stopping on the side of the road for 35 minutes for Grandpa to talk to some other random
Promptly.
person in their yard. And then we came back home. We picked Grandma up and we all got in the car and went to dinner down by the bay, like a block away from the big restaurant and bar that's down there at the water. There's a nice little restaurant that's basically just somebody's house converted into a bigger restaurant type scene. Had a bunch of salbutes and tostadas. It was good. Real good food. And then we, at one point switched out Jordan's chair for a high chair while he was going to the bathroom. That was entertaining.
So funny. And you went along with it.
Grandpa got a kick out of that. Grandpa was like crying of laughter before you even got out of the bathroom.
Grandpa was apparently the
100%
instigator of
his
that.
idea,
So
and he was just over the moon that I would do that to you.
all I can say to that is game on.
Yeah, I think you should give it back. Then we just came home after going to the store and Grandma getting a bunch of bowls that she needed. Just random. And the store looked like there was no real estate left in that store.
It was a hoarder's
Just
closet.
a hoarder's
Hoarder's
nest.
closet.
Anything you could think of that you could possibly need in your house was in the store. And the store wasn't very big. Maybe the size of somebody's living room in the United States. Anyways. Then we just came home. Now we're just chilling. Was it a good birthday?
You have any life advice?
This is the
on
first
your
time you've
birthday?
had a birthday here in ages.
Yep, it was a good birthday. A bunch of different things. It was hot,
It's good.
but it was fun. We had a
Yeah.
good time visiting with people and watching the kids play and eating and conversing and enjoying the cool breeze out of the sea. So it was a good day.
Signing off for now.
Bye, Steve.
Bye, Steve.